And that's really good news, Alana, because we were there covering that fire as it burned through downtown.
I remember.
Devastating.
We were watching the cameras. We had live reporters.
Yeah.
That was something that we talked about for a long time. Happy to see a new chapter there.
For sure.
Would love a new chapter in the weather world.
Cheers.
Can we turn the page? Yeah. Cheers to that for sure. We need to turn the page on these dry conditions, but we just can't seem to do that. This is what it looked like this evening from southern Utah. January has been extremely dry. We lack snow. Cedar City looking pretty, though. We do live in a gorgeous place. It's a high desert. We need some moisture. Thank you, Mark, for sharing that one. Sky Mountain, this one towards Hurricane. Thank you, Valerie. Really appreciated the southern Utah folks reaching out with their pretty shots. This was a time-lapse video coming from Nelson Peak, our ABC4 camera, catching the sun going up. And you know what it didn't catch? Well, a really thick inversion layer. We chipped away at that over the weekend. See those clouds moving in? So we made it towards midday. Yeah, once we chip away at that inversion setup, we saw that haze disappear. We were breathing easier. Tonight, it snuck back in to some areas. But you see some clouds on the move as a weak disturbance goes underneath the ridge and actually brings in the cloud cover. That should promote mixing and hopefully keep northern valleys out of that inversion. As we look at the clouds pushing towards eastern Utah, we know our northwest flows out there. Into tomorrow, DEQ is calling for some elevated particulate matter. We can see moderate air return to Davis, Salt Lake, and Utah County. It's been a nice little break. We see green for the rest of northern Utah and on the eastern side of the state and down south, and that's been consistent for the last little while. Southern Utah and eastern Utah with the green, clean air. Love that. And we love it in the north. Scott shared this one from Zion National Park. So pretty out there today with temperatures running right around seasonal norms. Time-lapse video from Black Desert as they hit 57 shows those clear skies. Just a few clouds sneaking in. Those clouds are an indicator that we have a little bit of moisture present. We'd like a lot of moisture present, but that's not in the cards. High temperatures today with clean air in Salt Lake County allowed temperatures to really jump. Highs made it to 46. Our average is 40 this time of year. 40s in northern Utah, 30s on the eastern side of the state, 40s for the I-15 corridor, and 54 in St. George, where average is 55, so pretty close. As we get through the next several hours, partly cloudy skies become mostly cloudy. You saw why on the satellite. Freezing temperatures are out there right now, and we are going to see frigid numbers as you leave the house for your Tuesday morning. Upper 20s expected, partly cloudy skies by the time you step out. Now, you heard about that winter weather everywhere else but the Beehive State. Take a look at these 10 cities because they are having a better snow year than Salt Lake City. We've only picked up a tenth, but 11 inches in Arkansas. Yeah, that was from the weekend storm. How about Oklahoma City at over 8? Almost 5 in Memphis. Shreveport, Louisiana is having a better winter than Salt Lake City. Several spots in Texas, Amarillo, El Paso, Dallas doing better than Salt Lake, Greenville, Nashville, and portions of Florida have more snow than we do. Not great news. And as we look at our average seasonal snowfall, it's no secret we're lacking big time. This blue bar shows where we're supposed to be this time of year. The purple bar shows what we've seen. Boo. Ready to heckle that high pressure. We need some moisture. There's a little bit of hope in the forecast. Maybe we could see a few flurries. Let me show you what I mean. Futurecast shows a system coming in Wednesday afternoon. There we go. And into Thursday morning. Now, the model only puts this towards Cache Valley, where we could see an isolated snow shower, maybe a dusting in the mountains, but there's potential that could extend a little further south, not ruling out an isolated shower in our northern Utah valleys and along the Wasatch Front. Would be a nice sight to see. Doesn't last, though. High pressure moves in right behind it. We get another long stretch of dry conditions as we close out January and head into February. Boo. Yeah. Going to hear more of that. There's that high pressure you're going to watch as those systems skim northern Utah. There was that disturbance bringing in the clouds. Here's our midweek, which moves into northern Utah, barely grazes us, but brings the potential. It's the third in a series of these disturbances, brings a chance of an isolated shower. High pressure comes back, flexes its muscles and says, no, you're still under the influence of me, and we stay dry as we head into February. We want a pattern shift. We're going to see a warming trend as a result, and yes, inversion conditions likely to set up. 6 to 10 day, well, that's not promising. Dry in the west, above average temperature, so even if we saw anything precipitation type, wouldn't be the snow that we need for the high country. Regional forecast in the 40s for tomorrow. Warming trend continues. Average in the south, 55 in St. George. As you look at the next 7 7 days here, you're going to see those temperatures climbing to the 60s. Yeah, mid-60s by Sunday. That's 10 degrees above average. As we look at the Wasatch Front, I went isolated shower in hopes that I could see some snowfall from the sky, 50s to follow that. And that doesn't feel like January or February.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that's where we are. Okay, where are you?